Hey YouTube, thank you for tuning in to Kiki Live of Tea. And as you can see, it's Taste of FriYAY. So yes, so guys, we haven't done a wine review in a while. So this was April's Taste of FriYAY is on Nocking Point Housewives Wine. Yes. So you guys, I am a Housewives of Atlanta fan and Housewives of Potomac. And I came across this wine on Facebook, and I asked my followers, I'm like, should I do a Taste of FriYAY on this wine? And everybody voted yes. So that's why we're here today with this wine. And it's 3 wines. One is a Sauvignon Blanc white wine. Hopefully I'm saying it correctly. If I am not, forgive me. I am not French. And a rosé. And a red blend. Okay, so we have a variety of wines here, and like I usually do, I'm gonna drink all 3, give you guys my first impressions, and then at the end I'm gonna tell you guys which one is my fave. So you want to tune in to the end so you'll know which one you may want to get. All right, of course, if you're not subscribed to my channel, hit that button below and subscribe to my channel and hit the bell so you're notified next time I upload a new video. Of course, if you love me doing Taste of FriYAY and alcohol beverage tastings and reviews, make sure you hit the like button. All of this helps out my channel and I would greatly appreciate it. And let's get started, okay? So let's start off with the red blend. Okay, this is a dark bottle, so I am assuming this is a dark red, but it is the 2017 red wine, and it has 80% of Merlot, 15% of Cabernet Sauvignon, and 5% of Syrah wine. And it has 13.9% of alcohol, and it contains sulfites, which is like an acidity in the alcohol. So I'll let you know how that is as I taste it. So this is a Housewives wine. Okay, so we have to talk about Housewives. And since I'm a Housewives of Atlanta fan, we're gonna talk about Housewives of Atlanta, okay? So like I said, Bravo teamed up with Nocking Point Wine to create this collection. It's not one specific franchise, it's the entire Housewives franchise, okay? So we're gonna talk about Housewives of Atlanta because that's my fave and that's what's on TV right now, okay? All right, and right now on TV is season 13, episode 15 just passed this past Sunday, so let's talk about it, all right? As I drink and let you guys know the tea on this collection. So let's get started. So guys, this past Sunday was when the ladies went to New Orleans because Drew wanted to host the trip as a do-over from their last trip of Cynthia's bachelorette party. So it's their do-over. So let's start off from the beginning. So the girls get there. First off, they flew. Our girl Drew did it right compared to Kenya. She had them on a hot bus with no air. That wasn't right. All right. So the girls flew. They got there. Drew was like, everybody has to twerk. Whoever do the best twerk dance, get the best room. Second to Cynthia, because Cynthia got the best room because Drew felt like she owed her because she couldn't sing in her wedding. Blah, blah, blah. So Kenya was opposed to it. She was like, I am not finna twerk. You know, give me my key so I can go to my room. So she had her daughter there. So in her defense, I kind of feel her on that. I wouldn't have not twerked. I wouldn't have twerked in front of my daughter either. Like, kids are like sponges. They try to do everything you do. So I wouldn't have did it either. Like, my daughter, I do not dance like that or do anything sexual or anything like that in front of my daughter because she would try to mimic me. And I am not going to have my 3-year-old over in the corner twerking. No, okay? So I agree with her on that. I understand her not want to do that if that was her reason. Now, if that wasn't her reason, then whatever. So Kenya, she went and got her own room. She said, forget all y'all. Because Drew put her in the bad room since she wouldn't twerk. I'm like, really? But whatever. Y'all, this is dry. Okay? if you're not a red wine drinker or a dry wine drinker, you're not gonna like this. However, it's not too bad, but it's dry. As soon as it hits your tongue, it's like drying your entire mouth as it go down your throat. Okay. So warning. But this wine does have 13.9% of alcohol, which is pretty good. Okay, if you drink red wine, you know red wine usually gets the job done. If you had a long day's work, if your kids been driving you crazy, if they or hubby been driving you crazy, or you just had a bad day in general, one glass of red wine usually gets the job done. Okay, and this probably will, because it's 13.9% alcohol. Okay, all right. So let's finish going. Let's finish talking about Housewives of Atlanta, guys. So that's how it started off. And Marlo was on the trip, but we didn't even see her for like the first half of the show because her back was hurting. I'm like, really? But her and Kenya still cool, still rekindling their friendship flame. And I feel like Portia's jealous. I really do. She got a problem with it. And it's kind of making her put up a wall to Marlo because she feel like she can't trust her, which I understand, because at Cynthia's bachelorette party, she was talking to Kenya about who had sex with Bolo. And of course, you all know Kenya kept saying Portia and Tanya had sex with Bolo. And you know, I didn't get that because I feel like Portia's grown. She's single. If she has sex with Bolo, that's her business. Okay? Me personally, I don't feel like that makes her a hoe or whatever. That's her business. And I feel like if Portia did do it, she should have said it. Like, yeah, it was me. He knocked my socks off. Because I'm sure he did, all right? Just fess up to it and be real. But Kenya made it all, you know, like she's a hoe, and made everybody all uncomfortable about the situation and ruined that trip, which is why Drew felt like this is their do-over. And I'm like, if Portia did that, she should own up to it. She should own up to that, okay? Like, I did that. I did that. I did him. But she didn't. So I'm just going to be like, okay, she didn't have sex with him. Whatever. I mean, because she's still denying it. So that's what it is. And I feel like this is kind of like maybe how like blackberries. Definitely blueberries. As you guys can see, it's a dark red. So it is a dark red wine. And it is drying. So that's that. Moving on. So let's go to the rosé. This one has 12.2% of alcohol. All three have sulfites, just FYI. I really didn't taste the acid in here from the sulfites. So let's see. And you know, I did a wine review once, and somebody in the comments was like, "You using the same wine glass to drink the wines?" I'm like, yes. My mouth is only going on here. I'm making sure I drink all of the wine out of the glass, which is why I'm only pouring a little bit. So it's not like I'm mixing it. So I'm not gonna waste 3 wine glasses drinking 3 different wines. I'm just not. So if anybody else feels that way, that's why I'm not doing it. All right? So don't come for me. Okay, guys, let's finish talking. So the girls go to a twerk class. And I feel like they have done that before. And you know, this season has been a little blah. And I'm pretty sure that's because of the pandemic. They probably couldn't do all the things they could have done. And I feel like they have been wearing out the whole Bolo situation. And I also feel like now they're finna wear out the whole Marlo, Kenya, and Portia triangle situation. But they went to a twerk class. And Candy's my girl. She really is. She's my favorite housewife, by the way, because she's a boss. She's probably the richest one on the show ever. And she about her money. And she ain't there for the drama. She's there for her money, okay? And my girl can't twerk. I'm like, how you was on with Escape all that time and you couldn't dance? But I guess in the 90s, they really wasn't, you know, pop locking and dropping it and throwing it back like they are now. So I guess I understand. And like, Portia was saying, she was like, you got all that junk in the trunk and you can't twerk. But I'm pretty sure her husband like, you ain't got to. I'm pretty sure he make it jiggle and twerk on his own, okay? All right. But she like, I can't dance. I ain't ashamed. I'm here being a good sport, but I don't really want to be here. That's the vibe I got. But of course, Portia threw it back. She twerked. You know, she did that. She did that. My girl, Portia, always do that. All right. But Candy was cracking me up. All right. So once again, guys, this is the rosé. This is a little sweet. This is a little sweet. It's a little sweet. But it's also a little drying too. Now, I'm not a huge fan of rosé. Like, a lot of people love it, I guess because of the color. But I'm not that impressed by the color. And some rosés are usually like a light pink. This one is a little more red. So the color's a little different to me. But it's pretty good. It's not super drying. And I can't tell like what the flavors are in here because it does not say on the card that it came with in the box, nor does it say on the bottle. So I'm not sure what flavors are in here. And it doesn't have a strong smell either. I feel like it's definitely fruity. I feel like it could be like maybe like peaches. I mean, I feel like maybe that's what I'm tasting. Maybe peaches. Yeah. But let's finish. So then the girls go to dinner. And they all sitting at the table. Latoya's there. She's not drinking, by the way. Which you already know. When she drinks, she turns up. She turns up. So Drew keep asking her, like, why you not drinking? Why you not drinking? But come to find out, her and Drew went to church together, had a coming to Jesus moment about her drinking. And Latoya said she was going to stop drinking as much. But Drew knew that. So I feel like Drew was being a little snake by steady asking her that when she knew why she wasn't drinking. But then Drew was like, she said when they went to church she wasn't going to drink anymore. Then she caught her drinking again. But then on the trip, she wasn't drinking. I feel like Drew was trying to be a little messy. And I feel like, of course, Drew don't like her because Latoya came for her wigs in the beginning. So I get it. But don't sit here and phony kick it with her or act like you care, because you don't. You know what I'm saying? So just leave it alone. So that kind of blew me with Drew. Like, I'm not going to say, like, I don't like Latoya, in case I didn't say that already. I don't like Latoya because I feel like she's trying too hard. For those of you who don't know, she's a YouTuber, just like myself. But I will say, she has put us YouTubers on the map, okay? She's making it where we can have hopes and dreams that we can be on a Housewives of Atlanta or Potomac or Beverly Hills. So I will give her that, okay? She has hustled her way to reality TV on the big screen and not YouTube. So I commend her and respect her for that, and I respect the hustle. However, I feel like she's trying too hard to keep her peach, okay? She's trying too hard. And I feel like she's rubbing everybody the wrong way, one by one, okay? Like last week with Fallon. Why you keep talking about this girl husband and his age? Like, girl, shut up. You know, Fallon got more money than you, I'm sure, okay? It might be from her husband, but it don't matter. And clearly she loved that man because she was about to beat the brakes off her last week for talking about her husband. So just let it go, fam. Let it go, okay? But I can tell, like, Kenya, she still likes Latoya, even though Latoya rubbed her the wrong way last week by telling her business about her husband. So like I said, she's rubbing everybody the wrong way. I feel like she can't be trusted because I feel like I said, she's gonna do whatever she needs to do to keep her peach. So I don't know. And Drew, I can't say I don't like her, I can't say I do. But of course I do like her because she's from Chicago. As you guys know, I'm from Chicago. All right. So I love that about her. But I'm not gonna lie. When I found out she was coming on the show, I'm like, this is the same girl that broke up Melanie and Derwin from the game. If you guys not familiar with the game, I'll put a picture here so you guys can kind of remember. If you don't, you need to go check that show out. It's on Netflix. And she broke up Melanie and Derwin. And I was not happy about that. Okay, and I was still in my feelings. Okay, but as I watch the show, I'm like, okay, I'm over it. Kind of. Alright, I can look past it. But that's basically all that happened. And then Marlo and Portia had a sit down conversation about the whole them and Kenya, and basically Portia gonna say, you know, she don't care if she friends with Kenya, she just don't want it to affect her relationship with her and Marlo. And I feel like she don't, like I said, she don't trust Marlo, because now she's friends with Kenya. She doesn't trust Kenya's motives for wanting to be cool with her again. I honestly feel like she can't trust Marlo, because it's no telling what she's gonna say. But Marlo do seem like she do like Portia, for real. So I don't know. But if you guys follow the Shade Room, and I follow some Housewives of Atlanta pages, fan base pages too, and they were saying that Portia and Marlo no longer follow each other on Instagram. So I guess that friendship has ended. I guess it has ended, sadly to say. Moving on to the last wine, Sauvignon Blanc. Okay, all right, the white wine. Let's drink it. Wine has 12.8% of alcohol. It is their 2018 Sauvignon Blanc. Okay, all right. Let's try it out. This is the last wine. I think I told you guys the wine was $90 and some change, so it was pretty expensive. And when I ordered this wine, I ordered it and did not receive an email confirmation. So that's the only complaint I have. I'm like, okay, did they get my order or what? Then I checked my bank account. I'm like, okay, the money came out, so they definitely got it. But I didn't receive an email. So I'm like, okay, I don't know when I'm gonna receive it or what. So I had to email them. They were responsive. They did email me the next day with the shipping information, and it was literally shipped and delivered 2 days after that. So I'll say I probably ordered it a Saturday, and I got it delivered that Thursday, which was perfect, because I'm like, okay, I got it in time for April's Taste of FriYAY. So I was pretty happy about that. Okay, guys, let's taste it up. As you can see, it's like a light yellowish color. This one tastes maybe like it has pineapples in it. I am very bad with trying to predict like some flavors, and I really wish they had the notes on here or the flavors that this wine has, so I don't like that. I also love wine bottles that has the little scale of how dry it is and how sweet it is. I will say all three of these are dry. This one isn't as dry. This, of course, the red blend is the driest, but it's doable in my opinion. And once again, this is Nocking Point, the Real Housewives wine, and I'll put in the description below the link to these wines in case you want to check them out for yourself or just look them up. But once again, I did pay $90 and some change for all three of these. You can get them, I think you can get one bottle or maybe 2 bottles. You don't have to get all 3 if you don't want, but it's up to you. The shipping was pretty quick. And that's pretty much it, guys. Like I said, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, hit that button below. Like this video. Let me know in the comments below if this has came across your Facebook page, because that's how I heard of it. Which one do you think would be your fave? What's your favorite wine? Do you drink wine? Let's talk about it in the comments below. And make sure you guys tune in next week for our new video. That's it, guys. I'll see you guys next week. Bye.